Hey ladies. Okay, so here are some tips on how to move from energy draining thoughts to energy giving thoughts. So let's say, for example, you're having a conversation with someone in your mind and it's just exhausting, right? You might feel angry, but regardless, you feel freaking exhausted. What I have found that really helps is immediately when that thought comes up, take it as a trigger, okay? So now you're becoming aware of, okay, I'm having the thought. I'm now resting in the thought, like I know it's here. Then decide a thought you want to replace it with. I'm going to give a really personal example. My dad, I've had a lot of, honestly, unforgiveness with, not intentionally, forgiveness is key for ourselves, especially. But I found that I was replaying the conversation in my head every day, over and over and over, and it made me angry. It was exhausting me, absolutely. And so even though it wasn't easy, what I decided to do was every time I would have that thought or any thought about him, I would stop. I would pray for him and I would say something positive about him. As hard as that was for me, honestly, at the time, I stopped and I prayed for him and I said something nice about him. And then 30 seconds later, the conversation in my head happened again. And I said, nope, I don't take that thought. Instead, I think and honestly, it was kind of hard for me to find something good about him. I'm not going to lie. Love him very much. But it was a situation. And so I kept doing this. I kept doing this and I kept doing this. I kept doing this. And the thoughts went away. They really went away. And so let me give another example that may hit closer to home for you ladies. So let's say that you think like, I can never have the body that I want. I can never be fit and enjoy my lifestyle, which is a total lie, as I hope you know that. Let's say you say that in your mind. I can never be fit and have a healthy lifestyle. It's one or the other. Immediately when that thought comes up, say, nope, I'm not going to take that. I can be fit and enjoy my lifestyle. Yes, I am fit and I enjoy my lifestyle. So it's kind of like affirmations, but it's stopping yourself in action when you hear that thought and replacing it. Saying it out loud, whispering it to yourself over and over and over and over. It really does change it. It really does. Especially when another person is involved. Again, for me, I think praying is like the best way to manage that situation. If you don't do that, if that's not really your thing, do your best to say something nice about them, because then it's like you don't want to think about those negative thoughts because you'll have to say something nice, right? And so that can really help. But yeah, it's just the first thing is becoming aware of those thoughts that you really don't like. And then here's the next tip, okay? So the first one is become aware and then find a statement or a different thought you're going to replace that thought with. So every time it comes up, you can even say out loud, nope, I'm not going to take that thought, and then replace it with the one you decided to replace it with. Just keep doing it. Seriously, exercise the muscle. It will change it. It works every time, honestly. The other thing I was going to say, what was the other thing I was going to say? Now I totally just lost my train of thought. Replace it. Oh, and then the second thing is find the root. Why is that thought happening? I'll give you another personal example. Like, hey, let's be extremely vulnerable. As in the very beginning, when I was, bringing my business online and starting to scale and do all these things, fear of not being good enough, right? Just as a human, which is a lie. And many people deal with stuff like that, depending on your upbringing, depending what messages you've gotten. Some people struggle with self-worth, right? And so the way I personally got over that, well, first of all, let me remind you that it can feel hard to find the root, but usually the root is lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-love, especially people pleasing. It's like, so you really need to find, where is this coming from? Because until you understand where it's coming from, it can be hard to uproot and replant, right? So when you find the root, then you can say, well, why do I feel like that? Oh, okay, well, that's not true. So I don't need to feel that way anymore. And so when the thought comes up again, I say, nope, I'm not taking that. You know, this is my purpose in life, and I am here to help women and do this, and I got this, and it's not about me, it's about them. And it's really just becoming aware, finding the root, and then choosing the different thought. I think the hardest part about this one is stepping into that when you don't feel that. So for example, if you, let's say you just got a promotion, or you just, or you're scaling your business, right? Or something. And it just feels like so much more than you could ever handle or do. And you're like, oh my gosh, me? Really? Are you sure? Like me? You just have to choose to step into, yeah, no, I got this. I am capable. I can do this. I have resources. I have support. And it's like you just have to seriously pump into your mind those healthy thought patterns. Catch yourself every time those negative thought patterns come. Refuse it, replace it. Catch it, refuse it, replace it. So key. I hope this helps. Let me know what you got out of this. And then and hopefully when you try it, keep me posted. Let me know if it's helping. And remember, it takes time. It's not overnight. But keep after it. You're exercising it, right? I hope that makes sense what I just said. Okay, cool. All right. Have a great day, ladies.